Naomi Home presents the Debbie 7-drawer office cabinet assembly video. Before we begin, please make sure to have the assembly instructions on hand to follow along and have all the parts listed. This Debbie office cabinet comes as shown with a 7-drawer display with a plentiful amount of storage, bringing your minimum storage days to light. To commence, get all 14 drawer sliders and disconnect the inner part from the outer part. Do so by lifting the hilt while sliding the piece out of place. Place 7 outer drive-over sliders onto part number 4. Use 2 black screws for each outer drawer slider to attach them onto part number 4. Now, connect 4 cam bolts onto the remaining pre-made holes in part number 4. Place 7 outer drawer sliders onto part number 3. Use 2 black screws for each outer drawer slider to attach them onto part number 3. Now, connect 4 cam bolts onto the remaining pre-made holes. Get 4 cam locks in both parts of number 5. Insert parts number 5 into the cam bolts on part number 4. Use the 4 cam locks to lock parts number 5 in place. Align part number 6 to the grooves of parts number 5. Slide part number 6 until it connects into the groove of part number 4. Connect the cam bolts on part number 3 onto the other side of parts number 5. Use 4 cam locks to lock them in place. Align part number 6 to the grooves of part number 3 and 4. Slide part number 6 until it connects to part number 5. Attain 4 cam bolts and install them onto part number 1. Attach 4 wood dowel pins into part number 1. Connect part number 1 onto part number 3 and 4. Connect the parts by using 4 cam locks. Align the remaining part number 6 to the grooves of part number 3 and 4. Slide part number 6 until it connects to part number 5. Insert 4 wood dowel pins onto parts number 3 and 4. Connect part number 2 onto part number 3 and 4. Use 4 E-screws to secure the parts. Get 16 J-screws as well as your front and rear wheels. The front wheels have a switch. When the switch is down, the wheels are locked. When the switch is up, the wheels can move freely. Place the front wheels in the front of part number 2 and the rear wheels in the back. Use 4 J-screws on each wheels to attach them onto part number 2. Connect the M pieces into the center and sides of the back of the cabinet. Use the M screws to connect the M pieces in place. Place 4 H pieces onto the corners of your cabinet. Use 2 black screws for each of the edge pieces. Now, we'll continue with the drawers assembly. Obtain 28 D screws and 7 parts number 9 to 11. Use 2 D screws to connect part number 9 onto part number 11. Use 2 more D screws to connect parts number 10 onto part number 11. Pause here and repeat this step 6 more times. Get parts number 7, align each one into the grooves of parts number 9 and 10. Slide part number 7 until it connects to part number 11. Make sure each drawer has part number 7 installed before proceeding. Gather 14 cam bolts and 7 part number 8. Insert 2 cam bolts into the pre-made holes in part number 8 that are furthest from the groove. Insert a wood dowel into the front of parts number 9 and 10. Connect part number 8 onto parts number 9 and 10. Use 2 cam locks to lock them in place. Pause here and repeat this step 6 more times. Use 2 black screws to attach each inner drawer slider onto the sides of part number 9 and 10. Repeat these steps until each drawer has 2 sliders attached. Lastly, carefully insert drawer boxes by aligning the inner and outer drawer sliders and gently pushing the drawer boxes. And there you have it, your Debbie 7-drawer office cabinet is complete and ready for use. Thanks for watching! Like, subscribe, and share for more Naomi Home content. You can find the product link and more in the description below.